Go for it.
I've been getting a lot of questions on how to set up the double horse 9117, which is this large one, and the 9116. These two helicopters are exactly the same, except this one's a little bit bigger. They use the same swash plate on the 9117 as they do on the 9116. So, and if you look at it's the same circuit board, and same, almost the same servos. What you need to do is change the servo arms out because they're really thin and flimsy, and what happens is you're doing an aggressive move and it just doesn't respond properly. You can't get it to pitch forward when you're pushing that swash plate as forward as you can. I went to Hobby People and I used I believe it's the C201 servo arm kit. It's like $2.50. And that's what I used to replace the servo arms on both of these helicopters. And that seemed to work. The splines I think there's only like 15 splines in that servo. And as you can see, this servo is smaller, but for whatever reason, they use the same spline system in it. So what you need to do is replace those for sure. And place your rods all the way to the very end. That way you have full throw. Another thing too on a radio is you want your endpoints to be at 120. That's the max. Use the maximum amount. And of course you want your, let me put this down. You want your swash plate to be basically level like this for your this direction, which is your aileron direction. You want it to be level, but for your elevator, you want it to be just tipped a little bit forward. You can see it's just tipped a little bit forward there. So just get a little bit forward. You can always make that adjustment with your trim on the outside, your outside trim, your tab trim later. Now, as far as the SubTrim on it, I set my SubTrim on both of these helicopters right around anywhere from 76 to 80, and no more than that. Because if you have anything more than that, you're fully tilted forward, and then you don't have any forward control at all. What you do is you keep it at around 76 or 80. It gives you enough trim on the tab to move that forward if you needed to. Another thing I did was I put some modeling clay inside of the nose, inside of the canopy, up by the nose, and I used approximately like a ball, about this much modeling clay in there, and I just crammed it up in there. If you get a bigger battery, that'll help too. And basically that'll get your forward flight. I know it's a little windy out here, but I was able, this morning when I flew these, I was able to get that forward momentum that I was looking for. And basically that's it. Oh, don't forget to put a little bit of hot glue in here so that this light doesn't keep popping off when you put your batteries in and out. And basically that's it. This thing flies pretty good, and you'll have a lot of fun with it. Then the next one will be probably a 6 channel. All right.